see Tom was able to find things in his area, so obviously it's easy. I can walk around the floor and take pictures of anything here, pointing out other people's waste, but obviously we all know each one of us have over 10,000 lifetimes of waste that we can look at. So we want to make sure, just like Tom, we want to make sure we're looking at stuff that we can improve on ourselves and not wait for other people to do something for us, okay? We have suggestions. One thing is with the suggestion, and we need the safety team to talk about it. What do we do with tornado? Do we have a location designated where we go for a tornado? Obviously that's something that's on a lot of our minds right now. So we want to make sure that we try and get a place to designate for that, and more or less for the new building, we already have an identified place. We just got to put a sign up for it. Also, we want to make sure today the internet is down. That's why we're not going to have a video. So it's a good point to pick up the phone to call the customer, call the vendor. You don't send an email and wait for a response, because it's not going to happen. So it's a good way to go back to the old way, pick up the phone, talk to them, and get a quote, get the information, talk to the customer, give them their answers. Don't just send out an email and wait and wonder why it didn't go out, okay? So that's down. We have them coming in to fix that around between 1 and 3. I think they're supposed to be here. All right. Also, yesterday we talked about documenting problems, and so we don't recreate the same problems. Steve Lesher went through an exercise to put together a sheet for Press 5, because we always have problems with Press 5. You guys all see it on the scrap sheet up here, right? We talk about it every day. We pronounce 5. But we've got to find out why we're having 5, why the issues, and what's reoccurring, okay? We have 3 or 4, basically 6 hands in the pot, changing the things, you know, make an adjustment here, make an adjustment there. And until we can see what data we have to find out what's going wrong, we need to fill it out. When we go over there to make a change, we need to write down what we changed and why we changed it, so we can see patterns and other things that we can use going forward, okay? So we want to make sure that we're filling that out. Do not put it by the foreman's desk, make sure it's by the press, so, you know, accessible when we go over to make that change, okay? Alright, so she finished up talking about the reject. So any Toyota team leader can tell you similar stories. These are the days that they will remember for the rest of their lives, and will make them realize why they wanted to come to work at Toyota. These experiences bond the team together to develop confidence in all members. They are the equivalent of a big soccer match. When you have practiced and practiced, and finally it all comes together in a game situation, when your team is threatened with a loss, but you all pull together and win. For lead consultants of outside companies, these are the days we live for. When all the systems we have helped develop and all of our coaching comes to light, and the team executes like we described in class. It is unfortunately all too rare. For football, soccer, basketball, and hockey teams, the coach puts people through the entire people value stream, selecting, developing, engaging, and inspiring. Every individual learns all the skills and goes through exercises and scrimmages to learn how to handle many situations. There are set plays, and they are taught how to practice. A top team can execute almost flawlessly and then improvise when needed. This is much like the Toyota team, and much different than teams in most companies that are very poorly prepared. Improvisation means a lot of yelling and shouting and running about. For Toyota, this is where all the investment in preparing people pays off. Alright, being prepared for the problems, being ahead of the problems, you know, training and stuff, that's the things we're trying to work on, getting ahead of the game, right? We see this, we talk about it. One of the key things is we walk into a customer, and we haven't had an issue with the customer, but we're going to go in and talk to them. We don't want to learn from that situation. We want to be prepared going into that situation for the questions. We don't want to practice on our customers. Alright? We want to make sure we know what we're doing, because we don't want to find out it was the wrong thing and then walk out the meeting find out it was detrimental. Alright? So that's what we're talking about playbook. Same thing, why we want to do changes, why we want to implement things different ways. Okay? Alright, any safety? Go ahead.